have run the gamut in the business world in town to check out the TED conference here in Vancouver. Always love to see prolific speakers and speakers that have a message, and yours is very key, and I think it resonates to many. Work less, make more. What's your philosophy on this? Is this realistic for the average person?
Absolutely. I mean, I believe that we should all be getting to less work, more money. And there are some very simple ways that you can do that. And I'm a huge fan of radical simplicity in business because we manage to overcomplicate a lot of things in business and in life. So yes, it's entirely possible for everybody.
So as a starting point for entrepreneurs out there that you got to be there 24/7 to build your business, how do you approach this idea to get results but still do it in an efficient way?
Sure. So, Riaz, everything starts with people, and everything starts with you. And so what I encourage everybody to do, whether they're an entrepreneur or already working in a business, is look within yourself and identify what do you believe in, what do you value, what are you all about? Because you should be designing your startup, your venture, your job opportunities around that. Because when you do that, you are then able to do things that you passionately believe in, find ways to manifest those values in ways that mean they never feel like work because you're doing what you most love doing, and you're actively designing the conditions and the circumstances in which you do it. Conditions
and circumstances seem to be the key words because it's the idea of looking at work, doesn't feel like work, and then you're immersed in a passion or a hobby.
Well, do you know, conditions are more key even than that. So one of the things I say to people is, you know, if you want to be really happy, identify what it is that you passionately love doing, and then identify the conditions under which you most love doing it. So literally think about, you know, you might say, I love doing this. I particularly love it when I only do it between these hours, when I only do it working with these kinds of people, for these kinds of clients. Maybe you particularly love it when you only do it from this one location. And then when you design your opportunity and your venture around those two things, it doesn't feel like work because you're doing what you most love doing in the circumstances in which you most love doing it.
Getting very specific with the business plan, and you know the plans have really evolved, especially with the digital revolution. You talk about this idea, the key for digitally winning as entrepreneurs or within any business you work for. What do you see as the key to success for this?
Again, it's not about taking anybody else's view of what success is. Identify what you want to do to succeed. For example, you know, one of the things I also say to people is, how would you like to make money? You know, don't just look at the way other people are doing it. Too many people think there's one business model out there for our industry, or there are these set number of business models, and my business has to operate like that. Your business model can be anything you want it to be, and starting with the question, how would I like to make money, and then designing a business model around that is a very good way to begin.
So you have your product, you have your business, and you know, above all, your philosophy that you talk about, but effectively marketing it so you have a successful business. What are some of the keys to achieve that result?
Sure. So again, everything goes back to you being uniquely you. One of the things I say to entrepreneurs is never waste your time banging your head against closed doors. Engineer yourself into a position where doors open automatically as you approach. And what I mean by that is make yourself desirable. When you really identify what you are uniquely about, you do something that is unique to you, and you put it out there, you will attract you the people who want what you do, and you'll repel the ones who don't. I'm a great believer in be your own filter. Otherwise, you waste time, money, and effort engaging people who don't really want what you have to offer.
And when you look at 2015, I know you're speaking at the BC chapter of the American Marketing Association conference. It's happening at end of April. The vision, the marketing agenda for 2015, what's the #1 thing to keep in mind?
The #1 thing to keep in mind really is, and now I'm going to sound repetitive, but start with you. You know, start with values. I believe the business model of the future is shared values plus shared action equals shared profit, financial profit and social profit. Shared values is the most fundamental bonding requirement in life as much as business. If you don't connect with your audiences, your consumers and other people on the basis of values that you all share, you will never build a great relationship. Everything starts with identify your values, act on them, design your business around them, design your business model around them, and that's how you'll be successful and make money.
Some interesting philosophies introduced, and might I add, check out on YouTube, Make Love, Not Porn, the most controversial TED Talk of all time, can we say?
But very possibly, but also designed around the model of shared values plus shared action equals shared profit.
Well, it was fascinating to watch, so we'll put that out there. And again, the conference, Jody Vance going to be emceeing at that conference too, going to be a good one, so check it out. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Pleasure to be here.